roll call of each region. And before we took a picture taking po for the attendance of all attendees, may I call on ASIC Janier to give us a welcoming remarks. Let's give him a virtual round of applause. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us in this very important undertaking, our orientation program for the NLCA 2024. This is the first online computer-based assessment conducted using our regional learning management system. So this is a first for DepEd, and this is a first for all of us. So I would like to congratulate everyone everyone who was behind the success of the implementation of the NLCA. Special shout out to Director Marivic Liaño for taking the lead in ensuring the proper and uh, smooth implementation of the NLCA. So as we all know, the NLCA comprises of three learning areas: English, Science, and Math. And then we have the assessment tools that were intended to determine the effectiveness of our learning camp intervention on the learning proficiencies of our participating and our sample, our actually the learners who participated before and after attending the NLC. So you've all known the testing window. It was adjusted so that we can address more learners to join our NLCA. And we also have qualifications that were set for the learners to do the test. And based on our statistics, we have a huge number of participation for this year. We have the overall number of junior high school participants is about 6.4 million learners, no? And the number of those enrolled were 4.6 million. And then the number of learners who completed NLCA were about 3.4 million learners. So this is probably the first time that we'll be gathering this large number of data, no? And we're talking about data not just from the learners but for every test item that they have answered. So napakalaking bagay po ito, napakalaking responsibilidad sa ating lahat. And we recognize the efforts and initiatives of each and every office, the central office and the regional offices, and even the schools in the administration of the NLCA. Maraming salamat po sa inyong tulong para makita natin magiging successful, matagumpay ang ating paglulunsad ng NLCA. We also acknowledge the various challenges, especially technical challenges, technology challenges, lack of resources, the suspension of classes, and we appreciate all the solutions that you provided, especially in ensuring that we can administer the NLCA to a vast number of learners. So BEA, of course, would plan to train more testing personnel on data analysis in the future so that darating po tayo sa punto na kayo na mismo ang nag-a-analyze ng inyong results, ng inyong data, at pinapadala nila sa amin yan para kami na lang po ang magve-verify. So malaking bagay po na makatulong kayo sa amin, sa aming mga planong ito, para naman ma-ensure natin na immediate at mabilis ang pag-share ng data sa ating field at magagamit niyo po ito para sa kung anumang mga policies or efforts that you do, initiatives to improve student teaching, student learning and teacher teaching. Maraming salamat po. Good afternoon, everyone.
Thank you very much, Asek. So, before po kayo pumunta sa next meeting nyo, may I ask po for a picture taking po of everyone? So, may I ask po na mag-on cam po tayo? Thank you. Okay po. So, apa. 1, 2, 3. One more po. Give your best smiles po. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much po. Thank you, Asset.
Thank you. I'll leave you in the capable hands of our team from BEA. Thank you. Have a wonderful afternoon, everyone.
Thank you, Asset. So now po, before po tayo dumako sa mismong start po ng ating orientation, may I ask po representatives po from each region. So, you can click po any reacts po sa ating button sa taas to acknowledge lang po the presence of your region and as representative po of your SDO. So, may I call on po anyone from NCR? So, just raise your hand po to be acknowledged and makita po natin that each region is represented po. No? Ayan, meron po tayo dito from NCR. Next naman po, anyone po from CAR? You can raise hands or any reacts po. Ayan, hello po, good afternoon po sa inyo. And then, meron po ba from Caraga? And hello po, ayan, good afternoon po sa inyong lahat. And then, from Region 1 naman po. Ayan, good afternoon po sa inyong lahat. How about po from Region 2? Ayan, hello po, good afternoon. How about po from Region 3? Ayan, good afternoon po sa inyong lahat. How about po from Region 4A? From Calabarzon. Ayan, good afternoon po. How about po from Mimaropa? Any representatives po from SDOs from Mimaropa? Ayan, good afternoon po sa inyong lahat. About po sa Region 5? Ayan, may mga nag-heart po. Good afternoon po sa bawat isa. And then from Region 6? Ayan, good afternoon po. How about from Region 7? Ayan, marami po tayo. From Region 8, good afternoon po. And then from Region 9, any representatives po from SDOs ng Region 9? Ayan, good afternoon po. Region 10. Hello po, good afternoon. And then from Region 11 po. Okay, and then lastly po from Region 12. Ayan. So we see po na each region po is well represented po, no, from each SDO. So good afternoon po sa bawat isa sa inyo. Now po, to proceed po sa ating orientation proper, to give us a background po on the objectives, rationale, and testing window, target test takers, and other matters po of the NLCA post-test, may I call on po the Supervising Education Program Specialist from BEA EAD, Mr. John Barriot. You can give him a virtual round of applause. Thank you po.
Alright, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Naririnig po ba ako? Okay, thank you. I'm going to discuss with you the objectives, rationale, testing window, and target test takers of the National Learning Camp Assessment post-test administration. Next slide, please. Okay, the objectives of our virtual orientations are the following. First is to orient you, our field testing personnel, on how to administer the online computer-based tests for incoming grades 8, 9, 10, and 11 for school year 2023-2024 in all public schools across the country, and we will be conducting it using our DepEd learning management system platform. And as you may all notice na I think nagawa na rin naman natin ito before, yung ating post-test administration. So we will just reiterate some of the guidelines in conducting our computer-based assessment. Next slide, please. Okay, the rationale of our 2024 NLCA post-test, this will be administered to all grades 8, to 11 learners for school year 2024-2025. Sila po yung nag-take ng pre-test ng NLCA at nag-participate po sa National Learning Camp in all public schools across our country. So lahat po ng regions ay kasali except ang BARM. Okay. The assessment tool intends to determine the effectiveness of the learning camp intervention that was implemented in the field and on its learning proficiency for our participating learners before and after attending the said program. Next slide, please. So kung mapapansin po natin, last school year, ang pre-test po natin ay kinonduct noong March 11 to May 31, 2024. Nagkaroon din po tayo dito ng mga advisories for extension. Kung matatandaan po ninyo because of the heat index experience in other regions. Ayan. So ang atin pong learners dito, target learners po natin ay grade 7 to 10 for school year 2023-2024. Now, yung atin pong post-test ngayon from July 22 to August 2, 2024, sila naman po itong grades 8 to 11, no, para po sa school year 2024-2025. So sila din po yung same na mga bata, same set of learners na nag-take po ng pre-test at nag-conduct po or sumali sa NLC. Ayan. Nag-ano lang po tayo, one grade level up. Yes. All right, next slide please. So this would be our key testing personnel. Of course, kailangan po natin ang assistance ng atin pong regional testing coordinators or RTC from CAR to region, from CAR to Caraga, no? Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And then regional information technology officers, the DTCs, our DTCs, and our division information technology officers, our school testing coordinators, and our school information technology coordinator, SITC. We are also collaborating with the staff and personnel under the Information, Communication, and Technology Services, or ICTS, at the central office. So these are our responsibilities as testing coordinators. For RTCs, we will consolidate the list of testing centers compliant to our technical specification, and you will be submitting this list of testing centers to BEA, to our office. You will also in charge to monitor and report issues should there be any issues encountered by each of your SDOs to our bureau. For our DTCs, you're going to prepare the list of testing centers within your division and your scheme of test administration, since this is also a testing window. You need also to ensure that all participating junior high school and senior high school, no, yung grade 11 natin, should abide the rules and regulations set forth by our bureau. For our school testing coordinator, you're going to identify if your school can be used as a testing center for your own learners and or learners from nearby schools, no, if needed or if necessary. For STCs, you're going to prepare an assessment scheme as well of the test takers in your school in coordination with the DTC and school ICT coordinators. So please coordinate always to your DTC and school ICT coordinators. Next slide, please. Okay, one of the responsibilities of ICTS here at the central office is that they will gonna ensure that all, this is grade 8 to 11, public school learners enrolled in the Learner Information System as of 31st of January 2024 have their respective DepEd Microsoft account, which will be used to register and log in to the LMS or the Learning Management System. And they will gonna provide technical support to regional and DTOs or the division ITOs during the conduct of the NLCA. Next slide, please. These are the roles and responsibilities of the RITO, the DITO, and the school IT coordinator. For the RITO, they will gonna ensure that the division ITOs have access to their respective Microsoft admin consoles and provide password recovery support for DITOs. For DITO, they will ensure that the school ICT coordinators have access to their Microsoft admin console and assist in the preparation of your testing centers and devices used during the 2023 NLCA, and they need to ensure that these are ready before the conduct of our 2024 NLCA post-test. For our school IT coordinator, they need to ensure that all the learners have access to their DepEd Microsoft accounts and na-access po nila yung LMS before the test administration. They will gonna assist in the preparation of testing centers and devices used during the 2023 NLCA and ensure that these are ready before the conduct of our post-test for the NLCA. Okay. In addition, for our RITO, they will coordinate with the RTCs and ICTS for any concerns during the assessment period, whether it is technical or physical. They need to report should there be any emerging concerns encountered by the testing center or by the division itself. For the DITO, they will provide password recovery support for Microsoft Learner accounts if needed lang po. Coordinate with their DTCs and RITO for any concerns also during the assessment period. For the school IT coordinator, sila po ang bahala sa SATE exam browser. So ito po ay dapat naka-install sa mga devices or sa PC or laptop ng school, no? During the 2024 NLCA post-test. And then sila din po magpo-provide ng password recovery support for Microsoft Learner accounts and coordinate with the respective school testing coordinator and DITOs for any concern during the assessment periods. So kung mapapansin po natin, no, ito po talaga ay collaborative effort from the school, from the division, from the region, and from the central office. So should there be any chances na tayo po ay nagpalit ng test administrator, iulitin lang po natin that the NLCA TAs or test administrator must meet the following requirements. First, at least a teacher 1 to master teacher from the school division office, must be external from the school or must not be the teacher of the participating learners. And of course, since this is a computer-based modality administration, they should be a computer literate and has a strong IT background. And I think that's all. Thank you so much for listening and good afternoon.
Thank you very much, Sir John. So, if you have questions and concerns po, you can chat po sa ating chat box. And later po, meron po tayong open forum po to discuss and address po yung inyong concerns. So, now po, to proceed po, no, for our more technical information po of the conduct of the NLCA post-test for this year, may I call on Mr. Renz Evangelista po, EPS po from BEA EA.
Hello, so good afternoon po. I hope loud and clear po yung ating audio. So again, this post-test orientation is somehow reiteration of our guidelines. So as we are all aware, we conducted nag-conduct na po natin ang ating pre-test. So during this post-test, we are still going to use our DepEd LMS Moodle platform, and NLCA nga po ay English, it will cover learning areas in English, science, and math. And the test items measure varying levels of skills and competencies in a multiple choice format using the English language. So, knowing that we're going to use DepEd LMS Moodle platform, ideally, we're still going to use the same testing centers na ginamit natin during the pre-test. So same technical specification used during the pretest. And for grade 11 learners, kasi nga po tayo ay nagdaan na sa promotion period ng ating mga learners, nag-moving up na po sila. So most of our grade 10 learners ay nasa grade 11 na. So senior high school with computer laboratories. So these are the specification of the testing centers with an interrupted power supply, preferably with a standby power generator, with computer laboratories that can accommodate 20 to 40 learners per room, with 20 to 40 functional desktop or laptop per computer lab, with at least 50 Mbps dedicated internet connection, and if available, if possible, all available working desktop or laptop units must be utilized during the NLCA period. Then next, preferably the computer laboratories to be used as testing rooms or in a quiet and unpopulated area in the schools and with a nearby restroom for student use. This should be conducive for the testing activities, such as it is spacious, well lighted, and ventilated. In case the computer laboratories cannot accommodate 40 computers and learners, 2 adjacent rooms may be used as testing rooms. One room shall serve as a holding area for the test taker to prepare them before entering the testing room, and one teacher or support staff should be stationed in that room. Then, list of learners should be posted outside the testing room per batch. The school is requested to provide an adequate number of blank sheet of paper for computation purposes only. Please do take note that the sheet of paper will be collected by the test administrator after each testing session and subject to immediate shredding. To ensure the confidentiality of test items and minimize contact between test takers, the school should prepare barrier or divider between computer units in laboratory. An improvised barrier or divider may be used as an alternative. So most of the cases na visit namin during NLCA implementation is that yung mga boxes po ng laptop na meron tayo sa mga school or yung mga hiniram natin from nearby school ay ginamit nating portable divider para po magkaroon ng divider or barrier in between learners. So going to the enrollment of the learners who needs to be enrolled in LMS. Like what is stated on the memo, ang mga mag-e-exam po ngayong taon ay mga learners na nag-NLCA pretest at nag-join ng learning camp. So, sino na lang po yung kailangan natin i-enroll? Kung nung nakaraang pretest ay nakapag-take na sila, most likely we don't need to run another enrollment for them. Sino yung kailangan i-enroll? Transferee learners from another division. So, ganun po siya. And then, yung grade 11 test takers, kasi noting na nandun na siya sa bago niyang school or nandun pa rin siya sa integrated school kung saan siya nag-grade 10. So, for the enrollment of learners, the same process or enrollment procedure during the pretest will be still observed. So, school testing and IT coordinator should ensure that the learners have access to their DepEd Microsoft account and have access to the DepEd LMS platform before the test administration, and should prepare an Excel file containing the DepEd issued email addresses activated for the enrollment by their division ITO. So same procedure pa rin po yung gagawin natin. Si ITO pa rin ng division ang makakapag-enroll sa mga batang ito. Because of the qualification na binanggit natin kanina, mas mababa yung number ng projected learners na mag-e-exam ngayong post-test. You already have an idea kung ilan lang na grade junior high school learners po yung nag-participate sa ating learning camp at sa ating mga division offices. So the technical specification of the computer units with keyboard and mouse, with at least 2 gigabytes in RAM, 30 gig hard disk, and an Intel processor or its equivalent, internet-ready antivirus program, and Windows Auto Update are disabled, with installed and working Safe Exam browser. We already provided you the SAP installer and configuration and the operating system must be Windows 8 or 10. Then recently, we already we released a memo allowing the use of tablet units, mobile tablet devices, as long as they are in line with the technical specifications, such as it at least 7-inch touch display, at least 16 gigabytes internal memory, at least 2 gigabytes RAM, and running at least Android full version OS of Marshmallow or later version. Kapag po sinabi nating full version, nagkaroon po kasi ng problema sa isang division na ang kanilang mga tablet ay nakago, yung Android. So, hindi po siya po pwede. So, tama po, no? These tablet devices are Android devices. Then, internet ready and with battery life enough to last at least 2.5 hours or until matapos ng mga learners na makapag-exam. Iniiwasan lang po natin dito ay yung incident na ginagamit yung tablet habang nag-charge that might cause overheating ng ating mga devices. So, safe exam browser installation and the fully exam kiosk installation. So, for safe exam browser, you need to download the installer from the link provided by our bureau and install the SEB. Open the SEB client settings and click No, and it will open the SEB application showing the DepEd LMS page. Then click the power button at the lower right to close the application once the learner is already done or already finished answering the test. And then for the fully exam kiosk installation, you just need to install the fully exam kiosk from the Google Play Store. And you must ensure that it is developed by Fully Factory Kiosk Solution. And once installed, open the app, click select FEK file and import the regional FEK file provided by BEA. We already provided the FEK file per RO kasi po yung ating LMS ay naka-per RO din. So, click Start Exam in Kiosk Mode. Select Yes if asked to switch Kiosk Mode on and the device is now locked and the learner may now log into LMS. And we highly discourage the bring your own device scheme. Learners are expected to take the assessment inside their classroom, computer laboratories, inside their classroom or computer laboratories only. Smartphones are not allowed. FEK requires a PIN before quitting the application. Kasi nga po, nilock niya yung ating device, so kailangan ng PIN. Kasama po sa provide namin na FEK file, yung password or yung PIN per region. So this PIN should not be disclosed to test takers. This will also serve as an avenue para maiwasan na gamitin ng mga bata yung kanilang Android devices. So, for seating arrangement and testing scheme, using the school list, the last name of the learner should be arranged alphabetically per batch regardless of their sex. And we may refer for the table below for the sample scheme. Pwede po tayong mag-target ng grade levels ng isang grade level for the whole day or for the whole day. Tapos po, magkakaroon na lang rin tayo, maaari tayo magkaroon ng dalawang scheme na yung mga grade 8 learners ay nasa pang-umaga at yung grade 7 or yung grade 9 learners ay nasa pang-hapon. So, I think nagawa naman na po natin ito during our pre-test. So for the schedule of test administration, the total allotment for one batch of test takers is 2 hours and 10 minutes. So eto na po, no? There will be 10 working days of administration for the NLCA post-test for grades 8 to 11, from July 11 to August 2, 2024. So as you can see on the right side of our screen, ito po yung board work natin. The preliminaries is around 40 minutes. Medyo mahaba po yung binigay nating time para dun sa accessing the Moodle platform. In some cases, this 20 minutes is not enough pa. So, depende pa po siya sa nangyayari or kung ano talaga yung kalagayan, kung na-access pa or first time ng mga bata na ma-access yung kanilang account or first time nilang makapag-computer-based assessment. Then the test proper, each subject ay 30 minutes that gives us 2 hours and 10 minutes. So, yung mga question po, babalikan na lang po namin sa chat. So, hinay-hinay lang po tayo para hindi po agad matabunan. Tatapusin lang po namin yung discussion, then we'll provide feedback po. So, the test administration procedure, we need to see to it that the seats are arranged properly with provision of sturdy barriers in between computer units to prevent any attempts on their part to communicate with each other. The date and time in the computer units must be correct. Kasi po, yung nagkakaproblema tayo dun sa ating SEB application kapag hindi. And then ensure that the learners already have activated and accessed their DepEd Microsoft accounts. Ensure that Moodle platform is already running using the SEB before the students go to their respective seats. And students should be advised to put their cell phones and other electronic devices inside their bags and place this belonging in the holding area. Then cell phones, calculators, smartwatches, and other forms of electronic devices shall not be allowed during the test. Make sure all the learners have known or their login credentials. Other procedure will be discussed by test administrators during the test proper. Meron naman po kami provide na script for the test administrator during the conduct of the NLCE. So I think that will be the end of my discussion for this afternoon. Thank you.
Good afternoon. So thank you po, Sir Renz. So again po yung ating question and answer portion po, we'll be having a time po later to answer the queries and concerns po. So now po, to discuss the breach of security and national examinations and corresponding sanctions, may I call on EPS2, Mr. Nathaniel Cortez po from BIE.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Allow me to discuss the breach of security in national examinations and corresponding sanctions, which is under Section 13 of DepEd Order Number 55, Series of 2016. So first, let's discuss what acts are deemed as violations or infractions of security pertaining to national examinations. So all of the items here are listed in our DO 55, but we will only be discussing the highlighted items since yung examination po natin ngayon ay computer-based. So some items are not applicable for this mode of assessment. So ano po ba yung mga violations or infractions po natin of security? Supplying answers to examinees, cheating, plagiarizing, capturing test items through electronic gadgets, distribution and posting of photos of test materials in any form of media, opening the test materials prior to testing schedule, infringement of copyright, allowing imposters and substitute examinees, misrepresentation with regards to age, residence, and status, and failure to closely monitor the test procedures resulting in test irregularities. Any or all of the sanctions will be imposed on the aforementioned violations committed by the following. So for examinees, if they have committed first and second offenses, reprimand. For the third offense, cancellation of test or invalidation of test results. The degree of violation and corresponding sanction shall be determined by the DTC. For the testing personnel, suspension of salaries and incentives or benefits of those concerned for 1 to 3 months, work suspension, And in the case of infringement of copyright, legal remedies will be considered. The degree of violation and corresponding sanction shall be determined by the SDS. So lahat po ng mga test administrators natin shall accomplish the oath of confidentiality prior to the administration of the test. For the learners who will be taking the test, they are also required to answer the oath of confidentiality. So unlike po sa oath of confidentiality ng test administrators or testing personnel natin, sa learners po natin ay nasa isang sheet na lamang po sila. Doon sa test administrators po natin, tagi-isang sheet po sila or tagi-isang oath po yung kailangan po nilang i-accomplish or pirmahan. Now let's proceed to the discussion of our program support funds or PSF. So for everyone's information, this is an advanced information only. Ano po ba inclusion natin sa PSF? So meal subsidy for the testing personnel. And sino po yung mga testing personnel natin na qualified para sa ating subsidy? We have the Regional and Division Testing Coordinator, Regional and Division IT Officer, School IT Officer or Coordinator, School Testing Coordinator, and Room Examiner. So same people are qualified to receive a meal subsidy for the main survey and the orientation. So you may notice na wala pa tayong amount na nilagay dito sa ating slide ngayon. Bakit? Tulad ng sinabi ko po kanina, for advanced info lang po na meron po kayong PSF na marireceive. Pero yung mga rates po natin, subject for approval pa po. And kung familiar po kayo sa PSF po natin last administration of NLCA, possible po kasi na ibang amount yung ma-approve ngayon. That's why we opted not to give any amount for this orientation. So kindly wait for the copy of approved guidelines for your reference. And of course, aside from the meal subsidy, you will also be given contingency funds, which may be used for whatever acceptable or reasonable expenses you may incur for the administration of NLCA. And of course, yung validity po ng funds po natin will be indicated in our sub-arrow. And that is our discussion for the breach of security in our national assessments and the program support funds. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Sir Nathan. So now po, to proceed po for the open forum, we'll be flashing po a QR code on the screen. Also, i-chat na lang din po namin yung link po for you to send po yung inyong queries po sa ating orientation today. And then we have the team po dito to answer and to answer po yung inyong concerns. Yung link po ay nasa ating chat box na po. So you can click the link po to put your inquiries po dyan. Meron lang po inquiry kanina regarding po sa lahat po ba ay kukuha ng post-test or yung nag-NLC lang po. Same queries po from Miss Gladys na what if nag-take ang learner ng PTEST but did not participate during the NLC. As discussed po earlier sa guidelines po ng ating post-test for 2024 po, no, lahat lang po ng nag-PTEST and nag-undergo ng NLC yung magte-take po ng ating post-test. So, same concerns po doon sa inquiries na po na yun. Same answer lang din po that lahat lang po ng nag-pretest at nag-undergo ng NLC yung magpo-post test. Thanks. Also po, yung ating PowerPoint presentation po and materials used po dito sa ating orientation will be shared po later. We will be flashing a QR code din po for you to access po yung ating materials and yung PowerPoint po para in reference na din po sa inyo. Thank you.
Okay. Dun po sa concern natin regarding the schedule na sana po mabago yung schedule na 22 as per Brigada Eskwela niya po during this time. We also consider yung time frame po natin. Ano po, so naiintindihan po namin na yung mga bata ay wala pa sa school at sila ay kasalukuyan nag-NLC pa. So, ito po ay part ng ating move para ma-ensure na yung mga bata, lahat na natutunan nila sa NLC ay nasa kanila pa, fresh pa from their minds, para ma-ensure natin yung effectivity and yung ma-ensure natin na makukuha natin yung data na gusto nating makuha as part of the NLCA rationale na nabanggit kanina. Then, going to the next question, required pa rin po bang i-enroll ang mga accounts ng learner? Previous NLCA post-test, hindi na kami nagre-enroll. Yes po, hindi na po required na magre-enroll unless yung bata ay transferee on your division. Is it possible? Yun nga po, naiintindihan po namin yung concern ng Brigada Eskwela next week. If the learner took the pretest and did not participate in the NLC, hindi po siya magte-take ng post-test. Uulitin po natin ha, kasi po nung nakaraang taon, ang nangyari po sa atin, ang nangyari po sa atin last year is that yung mga hindi nag-pretest at hindi rin sumali sa camp, nag-exam. So, post-test lang sila may data. Yung ngayong taon po, make sure natin na maliwanag po sa atin sa field na ang magpo-post-test lang ay yung mga nag-pretest at nag-NLC proper. I hope clear po siya sa atin. And then, dun po sa isang request that may we request the BEA to provide the result of NLCA with analysis, not the DTC or anyone who will analyze the result. Result shall be given before the conduct of NLC. This is noted po, ma'am, no? We're trying our best para ma-provide po lahat ng hinihingi at kailangan natin dito sa atin sa NLC. So yun po yung question na nasa Q&A box. And moving for, ang dami nung, hindi ko na makita, sorry. Taas. Bago po, sobrang ikli. Dun po sa extension, let's see po kung ano yung magiging demand or ano po yung magiging situation natin during the time, okay? We are also considering every matters para po dito. Yes po, ang FEK po natin ay per regional office. We also acknowledge na mahirap nga po makomplete yung mga participation ng learners kahit may klase. So we really request for your utmost support and assistance to ensure the effective and efficient administration of our post-tests. The PowerPoint presentation will also be uploaded in our OneDrive folder. Nandun na po sa ating OneDrive folder lahat ng NLCA 2024 memo and other matters or installers and materials na kailangan natin for the conduct of NLCA. Yung ating pong pretest honorarium ay kasabay po nung sa post-test. Isang downloading lang po ng PSF sa ating field offices. Good afternoon. Ayun po, no? In terms of the terminologies na pwede natin gamitin dun sa ating ida-download sa inyo, we will coordinate with the budget division kung ano po yung tama at pinakaakma para sa atin at hindi tayo magkaroon ng problema whether it's an honorarium or meal subsidy. We also take note of your recommendation po, no?
Oh, there's a question here. Can we utilize the remaining amount of last year's PSF of NLCA for the payment of pretest last April to May? So the answer is yes. Pwede po ninyong gamitin yung natirang budget ninyo from the LLCA fund last year. So just check the guidelines on how you will utilize and what are the allowable rates for your incurred expenses.
So the next is yung how can we conduct NLCA this July 22 to August 2, wala pa namang enrollment. Can we move this to August? Maybe yung mga nag-participate po na NLC learners, yung mga campers natin ngayon na currently nasa school, maybe we could ask them kung pwede silang makapag-exam by next week. So this will be somehow arrangement within the organization po. Pwede po ba makahingi ng list of school and learners na nakapag-take ng NLCA pre-test para alam namin kung sino-sino ang dapat pwede mag-take sa post-testings? We already released yung ating NLCA pre-test data last June 7, nagkaroon ng orientation with the RTCs. So, nai-release din po siya nung hapon na yon for grade 7 and 8. And June 28, nagkaroon naman po ng uploading dun sa ating OneDrive folder na shared sa ating mga RTCs. Nandun po lahat ng learners na nakapag-take ng test from our SDOs. Doon po sa ating certificate sa mga teachers and school leaders involved in the conduct of NLC, we will coordinate or better raise the concern to Bureau of Learning Delivery as they are the one who is implementing the NLC program. Ma'am Grace, doon po sa tanong kung ilan po ang dapat composition ng data management team, kayo po on your level ang mas nakakaalam kung sino-sino po ang dapat nating kasama dyan. Kasi po yung ating data para po ma-ensure na ma-deliver natin sa ating mga respective school, division offices, ay kayo po ang nakakaalam.
Maganda kung kasama nila yung capacity building as part of the data management.
Yung conducted ng BEA. Okay po. Additional po, pwede po nating isama dito yung mga naka-attend dun sa capacity building training na provide ng BEA for analysis of NAT result.
For the data management.
For the data management. Nag-pretest pero hindi nag-NLC, mag-post-test po ba? Hindi po. Ulitin po natin, lahat lang po na mag-e-exam ay yung nag-NLCA pretest at nag-learning camp itself. Yes po, mababa lang po ang ating expected number of examinees. Doon po sa mga nagre-request ng per SDO result ng ating NLCA pretest, we will consider this matter po. So we will take note of this request. Medyo marami po kasi tayong division offices. It's around 228. Ma'am Floradel, dun po sa question natin, dun sa ano po nangyari dun sa mga learners na na-request po namin na hindi po nakita sa account ng school admin at SDO admin account, we will raise this concern to ICTS para po ma-actionan, and for the next implementation of NLCA ay magkaroon ng clear kung paano natin ma-address dahil I think sa division niyo po ay medyo marami po yung case natin. Even the recordings of this meeting po will be included in the materials folder natin. Ma'am Grace, i-double check po namin yung sa Avigan doon sa result ng grade 7 na test. Ulitin po namin yung mga nag-pretest at hindi nag-NLC proper, hindi camper, ay hindi eligible sa post-test. Ayan ang salita. Wala na. Hindi siya.
Okay. We have a question here. Pwede din po bang gamitin yung labis sa ibang assessment programs like that? Okay. So ngayon gawin po muna natin clear yung source of fund na binabanggit po sa tanong. Pag yung tanong po ninyo ay excess ng other assessment programs ng BEA like NAT, Kialis, PEPT, kung meron po kayong excess sa mga administration ng testing programs po na iyon, nakalagay naman po sa guidelines na pwedeng gamitin sa other assessment programs. For instance, NLCA. Okay? So yun po yung isang point of view po natin. Kung yung tanong po natin, what if yung NLCA last year na PSF ay merong sobra? Gaya po ng answer po namin kanina, yes, pwedeng gamitin for NLCA since yung po yung nakalagay sa guidelines po natin. So we should always stick kung ano po yung nakalagay sa guidelines po natin, and yung statement po tungkol sa excess amount ay nakalagay dun sa section which discusses about the fund validity ng mga program support funds po natin. So let's just always review yung guidelines po natin para hindi po tayo para sure po tayo na legal po yung mga magiging transactions po natin with regards to fund allocation.
So I hope clear na po yung ating PSF. Then for Sir Marvin, yes po, in-allowed na po yung Android tablet and we're going to use fully exam kiosk application. Yung grade 9 and 10 po ay naibigay na sa ating mga regional testing coordinators. It's already uploaded in the OneDrive folder shared to them. Yes po, need pong both requirements ng learner na nakapag-pretest at nakapag-attend ng NOC ay ma-meet para po makapag-post-test. Hindi po siya or, dapat po and siya. So dalawa po yung ating pagbabasihan, yung nag-pretest at umattend ng NLC ngayong July 1 to 19.
Hindi ka makapag-provide ng budget mo. Basta may
So we will consider the request for extension of 1 week administration of NLCA para po ma-address natin yung mga concern natin. We will raise this matter to the upper management po on our end. Thank you po. We also take note of the request na sana kasali din po sa orientation yung ating mga budget officers and accountant kasi nagkakaroon po sila ng iba't ibang interpretation in the utilization of the remaining funds. We will consider this matter po, sir. So, yun po, no? Ayun, naging clear po sa atin yung ating mga concern. May isa pa pong question, what if most of the learners who took the pretest did not participate in NLC? Can they take the post-test? Of course, no po. Hindi po sila makakapag-take kasi hindi naman sila nag-NLC. That's why mas mababa po ang number of expected test takers natin ngayong post-test kasi mas mababa po dun sa 3.3 million na nag-take ng pretest yung nag-attend sa learning camp. So, yun po. So, you may always reach us po for your questions or clarification about NLCA and we are looking forward po sa mga future endeavor natin dito sa ating program. Maraming salamat po.
For our materials, you can access po itong nasa screen po natin. You can scan the code po and we will just send in po yung inyong yung link po ng materials. And then for other concerns po, for any concerns, clarifications po about the NLC assessment, you can email us po in bea.ead@depet.gov.ph with subject line po na SDO, your SDO and then NLCA concern para mas madali po namin makita. Or you can call us po sa contact number po na nasa inyong screen. So thank you very much po. Again, you can access po the materials on the link provided po sa ating chat box. So thank you po for your time. For other concerns po, you can email us po. Thank you very much po, and have a nice day. Thank you very much, everyone. That will be the end of our orientation po. Thank you.